Set against the backdrop of 19th century France, Les Miserables tells an unforgettable story of heartbreak, passion, and the resilience of the human spirit. And this beloved Broadway classic is now playing at the Straz Center. And to give us a preview, just happens to be a Florida native and also star of the show, Joshua Grosso. Welcome, Joshua. How are you?
It's good. Thanks for having me.
So I was kind of talking about my background with Les Mis. I, was a French major in school, so I feel like, you have to go and see it and learn everything you can about it. But you said I saw it more than you actually did before being a part of it.
Yeah, I've seen it twice, and both were the movie versions, the 19-something version of the movie, and then the movie version that came out a few years ago. So I'd never seen it live until we did the show.
And now here you are. But of course, given your background, it's one of those things where Les Mis is just one of those historic performances. The music just, cuts to the core of everybody.
Yeah.
What is it like being able to be such a part of a historic production like you are?
It's a little bit surreal, Every once in a while, there's like a few cast members every once in a while that all of a sudden stop and they just tell us hey guys, we're doing Les Mis, the national tour of Les Mis, and that's a pretty cool experience to have. But yeah, it's a monster to do.
The thing about Les Mis, and I would love your take obviously, the thing about Les Mis that stands out to me is you can see what's on the stage and you can find the storyline there, but there are so much more meaning behind it with this time, what France was going through.
Right.
Do you feel that in your character that there's so many layers when you start to peel the onion away of the show?
Oh yeah, that's why I feel like everybody can find a piece of this show that they enjoy. Every single character, and I think that's why it's so good, because every single character has so many layers to them, apart from the principals, even the minor, quote unquote, minor or secondary characters. But yeah, Marius, he's awesome. He's actually one of the characters that gets to flip-flop back and forth and asks, one of the many characters in the show that asks so many questions and is wrong almost all the time. Which to an actor, that's kind of like a really fun thing to play. Because, if you're right, then that would be kind of boring. You'd be like, well, I was right.
So you like the challenge?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, it's interesting to get to know you because I mentioned Florida native. And here's what's even more ironic or something that you can enjoy. You actually came to the Straz as a student, won an award back in the day. Tell us about that.
So I used to come up during high school for the thespian competitions every year over here at the Straz. So I would do some performances and some shows and stuff, and then I would work backstage for all the other schools, to make sure the judging and stuff. I didn't judge, but I would pass on the sheets and everything. So yeah, so the Straz Center is a very familiar place for me, but I'd never actually even had the opportunity to go on the stage.
Really?
Of the Straz Center. Yeah, I watched the show there. I think it was Kiss Me Kate from one of the schools.
And now you get to be on the stage.
Now I'm on the stage, yeah. So it's kind of cool, yeah.
So between that and then being a part of a Les Mis production, are you having those pinch me moments during this national tour?
Yeah, there's been so many of them really, to be honest. There's been so many of them that you just kind of have to remind yourself and reset yourself and go hey, I don't even know how long ago it was, maybe 10 years ago or something that I was here. So I was this is kind of a full circle moment.
Now you're doing it. Well, in closing, I want to get your thoughts. Maybe you are at home thinking, well, I've seen Les Mis before. Why do people need to see this production?
Yeah, the famous question.
The famous question. Other than to see Joshua, of course.
Oh no, God. But it's just a production. I would just simply say the simplest answer is that there's a reason why 30 years on, it's still going. It's a 2-hour and 50-minute production, and it has everything for everyone, Good
answer.
So,
good answer.
You should just go and see it.
Just go and get it. Well, you know what? Go and grab your tickets right now, strazcenter.org. Joshua, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Continue all the success in your career as well. Break a leg.
Appreciate it. Thanks.